like he does the introduction. He'll show all your video clips. Like you just let him know, like from Phenomenon, from whatever you want to.
Mike,
He'll make you. Yeah.
What I'm going to do is send your bio or send the description of the episode to you so you can just confirm it, make sure it's good
Cool.
before we post. And yeah, all the B-roll with your introduction is going to be all your stuff from the shows and kind of everything you've done. So
love it. I'm excited to be on, guys.
I'm excited to see what you got.
All right, we're going to pop off and we'll let you guys do your thing.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
And I'll do like a quick intro, Mike, and I'll be right with you. All right.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. Today we have a very, very unique special guest, one of my dear friends, magician, mystifier, mentalist, illusionist, Mike Super. He's been on, he not only been on, he won Phenomenon. He kicked my butt on Phenomenon and America's Got Talent and Penn and Teller. He's been on just about everything I can imagine. But here, I have to get this across. What you're going to see today is amazing because, in my personal opinion, he is without a doubt the best magician I've ever seen in the college market. I've worked there. How many years, Mike? Mike Super, everybody. How many years have we known each other, Mike? Jeez.
I know, Jimmy, decades.
Yeah, and you simply are. And I tell you, there's a lot. You are the best magician without a doubt. There's nobody even close to you. It's amazing. It's and I'm not just saying that. I really, truly mean that. You're very kind, I'm not only your friend, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of yours.
No, hey, vice versa. I like that you wore the pirate shirt because I'm from Pittsburgh.
I know. That's what I do, man. General Liddington, I wore the Eagles, and, for you, the Pirates. Yes,
I love it. Yeah. I love it. But, yes, we've known each other for quite some time, good sir, and it has been a roller coaster of fun because anybody that knows Jimmy, he is the best BSer in the world, and I love it.
You little wise guy. So I remember the first. Hey, remember I got to say this. The first time I ever met you. Do you remember that? When you were at
I do actually.
A NACA convention. Remember? Yep. And I was on the Rosie O'Donnell show, and I come up to you like, "Hey, why are you doing that trick I did on Rosie?" Remember that?
That is exactly how I remember it.
Yeah.
I didn't see your Rosie. This was before I had been indoctrinated.
I know that now.
Cult.
But you should have seen your face. You're looking at your eyes were like, whoa, who's this guy?
Well, if you've never met Jimmy in person, I think he's 7'8". You'll never meet a more fit man in your life that looks like he just wants a reason to use his physicality. So I'm like, hey, big guy. And I immediately befriended him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we've been friends ever since. And then the biggest fun, you got to admit, well, I got to tell them this. So we're on NBC, we're on Phenomenon. And the one guy, we're not going to get into details, but I don't know, when you came on, all the producers said, yeah, you're going to win. Carol's going to win. Then when Mike Super came on, it changed real quick. You just kicked my butt. You kicked everybody's butt on there.
No, first off, that's not true, Jimmy.
Yeah, come on. And even in Allentown, Pennsylvania, because you're a PA guy, I the morning call, they interviewed me because I was on Phenomenon, and I was like taken off the show, and they say, who do you think's going to win? I said, without a doubt, Mike Super. And I have the clipping to prove it. I always predicted you were going to win that thing.
Listen, I was just going to say, I might have been blessed and lucky enough to win the show, but you, sir, turned it into a magic trick and predicted it, which was actually quite amazing because I didn't even know. So
we had a blast.
It's a lot like when you predicted the lottery for everybody years ago. That still blows my mind, man. Still blows my mind.
This is great, though. Magic is just I've had so much fun over the years with people like yourself. I couldn't wait till the conventions just to see you. And then we had the really, really fun time of performing together at the Borgata in Atlantic City. You remember that show?
I do remember that show, actually. It was a blast. And then next thing I knew, I was enjoying myself with some fun company. Jimmy, wherever he goes, he knows not a stranger, and all these casino guys. I felt like I was in the movie Casino at one point. And I'm kind of looking around, and Jimmy's like, it's okay. Yeah. It was really funny. It was great.
Yeah, my one friend, remember I introduced, I'm not going to go into his last name, but Michael, he called you up on the phone.
Oh, yeah. He's, again, another 7'8" character. And all I can tell you is it is always interesting with you,
Yeah.
sir. Always. And Phenomenon was amazing when we were on that show. We got to live for like a month in LA together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And every single night it was great. We'd go watch the show, the live air repeats in LA later. So we got to do the show, and then we would go watch it, and then we would tease each other about how terrible we were.
Yeah. I'll tell you, hey, and people got to understand, this was a live show.
Yes.
Live to the East Coast, at least, maybe not California. I mean, you make a mistake or you say an F-bomb or something. I mean, this is live. And Mike is the only one to have ever won a live show in Magic. That is just amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. And who were the judges? Chris Angel, I think, and Uri Geller. Yeah.
Yes. Chris and Yuri, which was a really interesting yin and yang too.
Yeah.
Because Yuri purports to be real, and Chris, of course, just a legend in Magic, and is very against all of that. So that was just fun. And I remember it was going to be my first live TV debut, and right before I go out, Chris Angel and the act before me get physical and almost fist fight.
That was amazing. What was that guy's name? I forgot. What was his name? What was his name?
It was Jim. And it was great. And it was such good TV. And I was just going, I'm so overshadowed. I can't compete with this. This is like, this was like trying to do something memorable after Teresa on Real Housewives flipped the table at the restaurant, right?
Yeah, they almost went at it. They were ready to go at it.
Yes.
And that was real television. That was not fake, and it was live.
Yes, it was not scripted. It was live. And I remember everybody pulling them apart. And then a little producer girl goes, okay, Mike, 30 seconds. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah.
And then when I did the bear trap, I think that's what I decided to do for that one skit. I put my hand in a bear trap, and then you know how the judges, they analyze you afterwards, and Chris goes to me, well, I think the trick was a little disjointed. Everybody thought I was going to go tear after him.
I thought you were going to go after him for sure.
Yeah, and, he's a good guy. Yeah,
but here's what I'll say is I remember when you did that trick, the actress you were using, you asked her to think of any celebrity, and out of the blue, it was he was kind of on a hiatus. Now he's big again. Yeah. It was Jeff Goldblum. And I remember everybody going, oh my goodness, he hasn't, done much lately. This is very obscure. And you got it. I remember. So I give you full credit for Jeff Goldblum.
I know you always tease me about it too. Every time we see each other, hey, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
But you won, man, and you had some amazing things on there. And then when you came on America's Got Talent, boy, you really turned up your game. I mean, I'm surprised that at the end, but you just turned on that one thing. What was it? What is your buddy's name that you called Desmond?
Desmond, yes, my imaginary friend Desmond. He's here right now. You just can't see him.
Well, don't bring him here in my basement.
Sir.
I don't.
No.
I don't want no part of that guy.
Listen, I would never. I know you get very freaked out.
You know that.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Hey, I got to ask you this though. Before you get to perform, I have to see this new thing you're working on. I want to see this. I can't wait.
Okay.
I have to know though. When I looked at your site, I never knew. I always knew magic, illusion, mentalism, but now you're calling yourself a mystifier. What do you mean by that when you say mystifier?
Yes. So, the whole thing is really interesting because if I'm doing a newspaper interview or I'm on the radio or the local news, if I'm doing, my show, back when we did live shows, if y'all remember what an audience was, people would always go, what are you? So I would always say, mystifier. And the reason I say that is because, number one, if you say magician, people automatically think of, a birthday party, guy in a tuxedo pulling scarves out of his sleeves, right? If you say illusionist, people think of like a middle-aged man doing dance moves that he shouldn't be doing. Sort of that Las Vegas-y kind of thing. And if you say escape artist, people think of Houdini. So I didn't, and mentalist, you think, of a man in a suit, very dry, trying to read your mind, or a psychic. And I didn't really like any of those stigmas. So I started using mystifier because it doesn't corral me into one thing. So I can do sleight of hand. I can do illusions. I can do escapes. I can do mind reading, right? And the great thing about saying I'm a mystifier is most reporters and such, they're immediately intrigued because they don't know how to handle that, because they don't really know what it is. But that's the other reason. So when I say mystifier, the show starts before I'm even there because people are wondering, what is that? And then it doesn't corral me, and I can, you know, sort of dabble in everything, and I still fall under mystifying people. So
And I'm going to tell you something I've never told you. And
okay,
this is what I admire most about Mike. So I'm working on getting into school. We both work the college market. Probably between us, we've probably done 8,000 schools.
yeah,
And so the one day, and it's like a competitive market, but we didn't really compete with each other because he did his thing and I did my thing, and there was
we're
never
very
but
different acts.
yeah, I didn't feel that between it. But then one day, I have this school interested in me. I call them up, and they're very interested, and they're definitely going to book me. They told me at a convention, and I call the girl up, and they go, "Oh, we're sorry, we decided on another magician." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Who was that?" They said Mike Super. I'm like, "Oh, okay, he's good." I said, "What did he charge a lot less than me?" Well, actually, he was $1,000 more than you. Oh, did that kill me?
Jimmy.
That killed me. Oh, but at the same time, that made me so proud of you. You never undercut people. You always you raised the bar. It was like really good, and that's what I respected about you. You know.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
No, seriously, that means a lot. You didn't get the gig because you undercut somebody. You got the gig, and you actually charged more money, and you still got the gig because you're
Yeah.
a good-looking young guy, and I was this old guy. You know what I
Oh,
mean? You have
nonsense.
the advantage on me.
That is
Yeah, you
absolutely
took
crazy.
advantage of that all the time.
You're
You
the
got-
only magician I know and memory expert that also could step into the octagon to bare knuckle fight and still fit in.
So show me this thing. I want to see something new here. I want you to try to
Okay.
baffle me. This isn't Penn and Teller Fool Us. This is Jim Carroll. Let's have some fun. All right.
Yes,
Not-
this
you
is
know,
called Jim Carroll Trick Me,
Yeah, trick me. There we
and
go.
which is next to impossible because
Well, I
Jimmy.
gotta put my glasses on. I can't see without them. There we go.
Oh, perfect.
All right,
Okay.
there we go. All right, there we
I
go.
like it. You even look good with glasses,
All
Jimmy.
right, here we go.
Now, but Jimmy, if we do this, first off, can we get maybe one of your producers or somebody, because I don't want to use you because people would accuse us of.
I totally get it. Okay, let me try. Ryan, are you going to come on? All right, this is
Oh,
Ryan,
good.
my
Okay.
producer that makes all of this happen, folks. All right,
Hey,
he's
thank you.
okay.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay. Hi, Ryan.
Hey,
So,
Mike, what's
Ryan,
up?
we're going to try something because right now, as we all know, we are in the pandemic, right? And so people, ask a lot, what are you doing? Because no one can do live shows right now, not even in Vegas. So I have been performing virtually, just like this, for companies. And sometimes I'll interrupt Zoom meetings for fun, and it's going really well. So I'm going to try a new piece that I haven't done anywhere. Okay. And Ryan, what I'm going to do is I'm first going to ask you to listen to, I'm going to say 5 words to you. Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to repeat them, but I want you to listen to these 5 words because I'm going to sort of tap into your mind to make you more intuitive. Okay, it's not hypnosis, but it's kind of like hypnosis. Okay, so just listen to these words. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. 5, ready? Chatfield, birthday, boxcar, yellow, and chartreuse. Hopefully I've triggered something in you. And right now, we're going to test it. I have here a prediction. What I'd like you to do is open your mind, okay? And you can think of any word in the English language. Don't make it too difficult, right? But think of any word in the English language. I'm going to set this here for now. And I just want you to tell us at the start, what word are you merely thinking of?
Cereal.
Cereal. Okay, this is going to work. This is going to work. Now, take a look at my table here. Ryan, I have here some psychic symbols because people might think I'm excited about cereal for a reason, but I'm going to, they might not buy it. So first I want to show them this. I have here a circle, a plus, a wavy lines, a square, and a star. Okay? I have two sets of them. One is red, one is blue. Now watch what I'm going to do. We're going to try and see if I've been able to tap into your inner psychic abilities. Okay? Now, right now, you know what these are, but watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to shuffle these, and I want you to use your intuition. Okay? Here we go. All right? There's no magic about this. This is just pure chaos. Now, do you have any idea what card that is?
I don't.
Okay. I want you to use your intuition right now and just tell me, do you feel it's the circle plus, wavy line, square, or star?
I feel it's a circle.
You feel that it's the circle. Do you want me to show, do you want to look at it now or do you want to wait to the end? I'll tell you what. Look. You were right. Now that could have been just a quick fluke. So let's go further. Which shape do you feel this is?
That's a square.
This is a square. I like how you said that very definitively. How about this one?
That's the wavy line.
The wavy lines.
Yep.
All right. How about this one here?
That's the star.
That's the star, which by default would make this the plus sign. Now,
Sure.
out of these four, do you want to change your mind at all, or do you feel happy with your first intuition?
I'll lock it in.
He's locking it in. Now, I had no control over that. This was completely fair. But if you take a look, that is the plus. That is the wavy
come
line.
on. Ryan, you're in on this. You had to be in
no,
on this.
man.
He was not in on it.
Come on. You called them ahead of time.
God.
I know.
There's no way you could have did that.
Now, here's the interesting thing, Jim. I knew you might think that. Look at this here. I have, okay, the envelope that's been there the whole time, okay? Take a look at this. I'll do this as fairly as I can. Inside this envelope is one card, and that card has one word on it. I don't know how we did it, but if you take a look.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
Ryan, you're in
Come on, Mike.
That's
Serious.
impossible.
Come on.
Ryan,
And
you're
we
in
did not
on
have
this.
that option.
No way, man.
that's
No, you.
impossible.
You're kind.
Screw, come on.
Thank you.
If that's
Thank
real,
you.
that
And
is the best thing I've
Ryan,
ever
the
seen.
good thing is that will last all day now. So it will last until midnight. You'll have extra intuitive powers. Use them wisely.
Okay.
Yes. sir.
Thank you, Mike. That was incredible, man.
Yeah,
Thanks,
come
man.
on,
Thank
Mike.
God.
You messing with my
That's
brain?
crazy.
You called him
I
up
am
ahead
not-
of time on me or something? How the
No,
hell is that
I
possible?
promise you. I promise you.
That was crazy.
That is awesome, man.
Thanks,
Oh my
man.
God.
Hey, and everybody out there, Mike is doing these virtual shows for corporate around the country, around the world.
Yes.
That's what's cool. We could do you could do a show from your home anywhere in
Yes.
the world. This is
And
so
we're
cool.
doing it two ways. Here's the exciting thing. So sometimes, and I just did this for a huge computer firm that I'm not allowed to say their name, but you would definitely know who they are. We simply went in and we did this for them in the middle of their Zoom meeting for 10 minutes. I have a bunch of, virtual magic that I've been doing. And we blew the CEO's mind. He was freaking out. And then, they wanted to get back to the meeting. And it was really funny because they had told me later that it took the CEO would just interrupt the meeting going, but wait a minute. How? So we do it that way. The other fun part is I have a company that it has a professional studio. It's a whole sound stage. And we do the larger events there. So it's a more secure platform. We develop branding and things like that. And so it's almost like when I perform corporately when everybody could be together, because a lot of times they have IMAG, which stands, for image magnification, which just means you're on big screens, right? And most of the time I end up performing for the cameras and the screens anyway. And it's really, it was a good training ground, and I didn't know I was training for these virtuals. So it's a whole new genre of magic. And it's, as you know, Jimmy, it's a big challenge too. So just trying to come up with some new fun stuff, and it's going really well.
So now I got one for you.
I'm
Now,
ready.
Ryan, make sure you guys aren't on any sites or anything like that. I don't want Mike to think this is a trick. So if you're on any of the sites that we talked about before, get off them. And Mike, do you have a computer handy or a cell phone or something?
Yes, I have my
Yeah.
cell phone, of course.
Go to www.coolcardtrick.com. Trick.com.
Oops, hold on, I misspelled that there. Hold on. Trick.com. Coolcardtrick.com.
And when you get there, you should see a bunch of playing cards.
I
and
do,
stuff like
yes,
that.
sir.
Now scroll through them and stop anytime you want.
All right. Anyone I want.
Anyone you want.
Okay, and I'm gonna go back and forth here because
Yeah, you can try to screw me up.
I'm going to try to screw you up, Jimmy, because that's what friends do.
That's what friends do. Because you fooled me on that last one. So now I'm going to
Yeah,
show you what
okay,
I've been
Jimmy.
working on.
Okay, hold on here. All right, I have settled on
Done?
one.
You got one? All right.
I have one.
Now, and when we do this, we try to have a split screen on this, Ryan, where we can see both of us, because I don't want the camera to leave this. This right here, Mike,
Yes.
is Amazon's Alexa.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now watch. Let's do a card trick.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Okay. Let's ask again. Hold on, Mike. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's do a card trick.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I hate when that happens. Why isn't she sure? What am I
Call
doing?
her
Let me-
Siri and she'll
Let me
get
take
angry.
these headphones off. Here. All right.
Okay.
Ready? Let's do a card trick.
Okay, Jim.
Could you guess the card Mike picked?
I believe it is the 6 of spades.
I don't know. Was that it, Mike? Are you
Jimmy
serious?
Carroll, it is.
Isn't that cool? It worked. It worked. All right, good.
Spades.
But you know what it is? Thank you. Hey, every time I have, when I have these headphones on and I talk, I think my voice is different to the Alexa than without the thing. That's why he probably does that.
Wow,
Because we had that problem a couple times with the stuff we're doing. It's really
that was really good, Jimmy.
yeah.
And I will tell you, I paused for a while, then I switched it, and I
Yeah.
switched it again before. I changed like 4 times. Well done, sir.
Likewise, buddy. We got to do a virtual tour together. Could you imagine that?
I'm
We got to do
in.
that. That would be
I
awesome.
Am in.
And we could probably pull it off. You know what I mean? And really, that would be
Yes,
really cool.
well, right now I have an hour of material that I'm doing.
I
so
know,
you
it's crazy.
definitely more than pull it off.
So, what was the last day you actually went somewhere to perform? What was the
So,
last?
okay, so everybody kind of knew it was getting bad, and I remember I had a casino. It's one, and I'm not just saying this. I'm not going to say the name of the casino, but it's one of my favorites. Right, I've been doing it for years in Mississippi, and that was maybe I think it was Thursday the 13th. Okay,
Oh wow!
of
Of
March.
March.
March
Wow, you were
13th.
right there when the president declared emergency.
So yeah,
Governor. Yeah.
so that's what happened. So the president the night before came on, and I had a military tour coming up in Japan that I was scheduled to do in April, and so excited to do it because I know no one does more bases than you, and you know.
Oh no, and that's what I love about you too. You from the military, man. You're doing the military, and yeah, it's
very close to my heart.
yeah.
Very
It's not
close
about
to
the
my
money. We do it for other reasons.
heart. That is
and
correct.
if you make
It
a
is-
little couple bucks, that's great. But it's not about making the big bucks. And that's why I always respected about you as well.
Oh no, and vice versa, So I had that coming up too, and I remember the president came on and said they were banning all flights from Europe, and I knew in that minute that everything was going to literally disappear the next day, and I wasn't sure. I had to get on a plane the next morning at like 5 a.m., to fly out down to the casino, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if they were going to cancel. And as you and I always talk about, sort of putting that positive energy out there, power of the mind. And I'm just like, look, I'm going. And, if it gets canceled, it gets canceled. But I can't they had 1,200 tickets sold. And to their credit, they did everything the right way. We were able to do that show. And that was the last time I got to perform live. It was for 1,200 people at a casino in Mississippi. And I believe at this point I'm driving my wife crazy.
Hey, but you're spending time with your kids, and that's important, man.
Listen, it really, and I think a lot of people, everybody's frustrated with the situation, but I think at least if you're going to find a positive in it. It's that it kind of went back to the old school 1980s when I grew up, you know what I mean? Where all of a sudden kids are riding bikes again. Kids are running through the neighborhood and getting the ball that got hit in the neighbor's yard. And I just love that. I just love it. And so, yeah, so it has been a blessing, you know, that way. And being able to do the mind stuff, the virtual became even more powerful, because sometimes I feel like through the computer, it's even stronger than in person. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, yeah. If you're doing, and not only that, but if you set it up properly, where people are watching you, or say they're social distancing, and they have 100 people in a room, and they have a big screen. Wow, it's the stuff you can do. I mean,
Yes.
I have a lot of stuff in my
exactly.
head already. Wow, we're going to talk about that. I would love to do some.
I
stuff
like
with you.
this. I like it.
Yeah.
I see another partnership, Jimmy.
Yeah, that would be cool. I couldn't think of anybody I'd want to do it with other than you.
Oh, no,
it's
vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa, my friend. We've been threatening to do something. I think this is it.
So tell me, and I want to hear more about this America's Got Talent.
Yes.
I mean, that one thing you did, I'm surprised that didn't, where you appeared at the back of the room. Remember that? Tell everybody about that in case. Hey, if you've never seen Mike on America's Got Talent, I mean, you could go to his site. What's your site, Mike?
If they want to see it, and you know, maybe you've already watched everything on Netflix, and you have an extra 20 minutes you want to watch, you can see all of my clips. Or if you want to punish your children, just go make them watch my videos. They can just go to MikeSuperVideos.com. MikeSuperVideos.com, and everything is there, from Penn and Teller to Ellen to AGT, and even you and I on Phenomenon. So what had happened was, when America's Got Talent was very kind to me, in that every year they would come to me and say, "Hey, would you like to be on the show?" And they're like, "You don't have to do any tryouts or anything like that. You can just come perform for the judges." And I said, "Listen, I think what I would want to do on the show would just be too crazy for people." And they're like, "Well, we love crazy." And so, I told them about Desmond and things, and they loved that. So I went on, and you can watch some of the America's Got Talent clips to learn about my imaginary friend Desmond. And I was doing tricks that involved Desmond. And at one point, Howard Stern, who was a judge then, didn't like Desmond anymore. He says, "Look, I don't like it. I'm voting you off." He didn't like Desmond. So it was very disappointing, because one night I'm literally on stage at Radio City Music Hall in front of 7,000 people, network cameras, right? I have celebrities all over. It was amazing. And the next day I got voted off. Then literally the next day, I'm just in my gym shorts mowing my lawn. Right. Going, "Oh, did I, maybe I should have chose different material or something," but I was still very pleased. Oh, there's my little dog. And there he goes again. And so what happened was, the piece you're talking about was Howie Mandel made me his wild card. All the judges get to pick one act that got voted off to bring back. And Howie, I'm still indebted to Howie Mandel. He chose me as his wild card, and he brought me back. And so when I talked to the producers, I said, "Listen, I don't want to use Desmond anymore." So what I did was, I did a big illusion where I had a plexiglass box that I got locked in, and it had Latin spells etched in the glass to sort of contain Desmond, so I could work without him. And basically, I was locked up in this box, and I disappeared, and the cloth I got under flew out of the box, through the glass, around the audience, and I ended up catching it in the middle of the audience, and I was able to give Howard his symbol, which was a triangle at the time. And then everybody that the cloth had flown over, unbeknownst to them, ended up with the symbol appearing on their skin.
Yeah, I love that. That was so awesome.
And it was it was great, and it got me.
I thought you had it. I thought you had the show right there. I thought there's no way Matt could beat that and top that. And,
oh, he's a great guy.
Oh, Matt's a good guy. Yeah, we both
looking younger guy. I mean.
Now you're using my line.
Yeah,
see?
now I'm using your excuses. But here's what's funny is, and people don't realize it was the outpouring of people like saying, "No, you should have." was really nice. And the great thing about that show is, and this is for anybody listening, is with America's Got Talent, if you last long enough, you know, even to the semifinals, I went all the way to the finals. I was like top 10, went all the way to the finals, and I didn't win. But you don't lose, right? You get you make
Yeah.
fans all over the world, and to this day I get people that will Facebook me, or they'll see I'm online on Twitter or Instagram, and you know, sometimes I'll do magic. I'll just go on and do magic on Twitter for somebody.
If you would have made it to that very end last thing, remember we talked on the phone about
Yes.
possibly doing something with Bill Chatfield, getting us
Yes.
a military guy. Oh,
He's
that would have
amazing.
crushed. That would have crushed.
It really would
Yeah.
have. I really regretted that I didn't get. As you know, it was big. It was amazing. It had everything from story to emotion to good magic, and we didn't get to do it.
Yeah, that would have been so awesome. But hey, what are you gonna do? Hey, Matt
Yeah.
Juan is more power to him. He's a good young guy. Good, and he
Yeah.
was doing really well there in Vegas. I don't know if they're still on. I don't know what's going on out there. I know Vegas is open, but I don't know if the shows are on or
I don't know either. I don't think there's much right now. I mean, I
Yeah.
think everybody's kind of in the same boat. So
Yeah, this magic world is turned upside down. It's like, you know, thank
yes,
goodness
it
for
is.
Zoom.
From performers to restaurants to, you know, all kinds of things. So
I think magicians should be investing in Zoom. You know?
yeah, right. That's exactly right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you're right, Jimmy.
So what else you got? You got anything quick? You can do something else. I like seeing stuff, man. I haven't seen you for a while, and you know, I mean, I
Okay.
talked to you, but I haven't seen you. So
This is really unplanned, by the way.
yeah,
Like,
definitely. I got to put my
I-
glasses on again. Hold on. Yeah.
okay, hold on. This is I'll go old school. How about that?
All right, whatever. Go ahead. I love magic. You know that.
Because this is old school. All right, first off,
I'd love to just spend 3 hours with you in a room and just show each other tricks. That would be
it was
such a
so much
blast.
fun. I miss
Yeah.
it every day. Jim.
Yeah.
I really do. But a lot of people we'll talk, because I know, Jimmy, you're all about the power of the mind, your memory, overcoming things through that. And a lot of people have seen this trick where you can make it, if you get this right, it creates the optical illusion that the pencil is made of rubber. But of course, we know that it is not. Okay. But when I was a kid, I wanted to take that a step further. So we'll do a purely visual thing to show you what how good that optical illusion can translate to. So just have here the 20. I'm going to fold it up here, and I'll also use this pencil to find the center, right? And it's right about there. Okay, that's where I want you to watch, because what I'm going to attempt to do here is an optical illusion. If I can get that right in the middle, I think I can. Okay, watch. Okay.
That's awesome.
Now, normally that would be a federal offense, okay? And you can see it goes right through, okay? But watch. Here's what I'm going to do. It's just an optical illusion, just like the rubber pencil, okay? Let me show you what I mean here, okay? Okay, goes right through. Listen. Okay, watch. There.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job. See what I mean? Hey, virtual doesn't take away anything, Mike. This is still.
No,
This is-
and listen, there's a million. Here's the first way I used to do this, by the way. Here, I'll give you a little history on this. So I used to, when I was a kid, I'd take the pencil, right?
Hey, before you go on,
Yeah.
Ryan is absolutely enjoying this. I could tell, because Ryan is a magician. When he was younger, he was one of those guys that used to put YouTube clips up and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
yeah, nice.
I literally have.
No, he's
I-
loving this,
I,
so,
I
all right.
literally have YouTube videos of magic. I'm loving it.
Oh, Ryan, you're far too kind, sir. Okay, here. So for anyone that wants to kind of know how this stuff works, okay, here, let me balance it there. Okay, yep, go straight through. Watch. Okay, the pencil never tears it because it's an optical illusion. The pencil literally melts
see that. That's great. I've never seen that. Never seen that version.
straight through.
That's awesome,
So,
buddy. Yeah.
There's
Now,
that's something
you
I
got-
do at
now,
the bank.
we
bank.
never had a chance to see each other when we went to these NACA conferences and we demoed in our booths and things like that. I never got a chance to see you because I'm demoing in my booth at the same time.
That's correct. That
What-
was, yes.
what is the number one thing that, in your opinion, that would catch everybody that probably booked most of your shows? What was that thing that you did that you think, in your opinion? Because I know what mine was, but what was
Okay.
yours? Yeah.
Well, okay. I used to, and I know you're going to go, what? Because I don't think you ever saw it,
Yeah.
but I used to levitate, vertically, and you could see both of my feet. People would freak
You did that
out.
in your booth at Booth Demo?
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Wow.
Sometimes I do it in the grocery store. It's fun to do. You know where I've been doing it? You know how they have, I just did this the other day. It was great because, they have those 6 foot apart circle pads, right?
Yeah.
For everyone to help social distancing. And I was just standing on one, and it was very funny because we were at the grocery store, and everybody was moving up one, right? So we're kind of talking, and on the one, I just go, wow. I go, my feet feel like they're burning. And such a nice lady, and she's like, really? And I go, yeah. So then I wait until we move up to the next one, and I go, I really feel like they're burning. And I watch her look down at my feet, and then I levitated up for her for 3 seconds and back down. And she goes, oh my goodness, the gravity pushed you upwards. And I pretended like I had no idea. And I am going, what are you talking about? And she's like, you were like this far off the ground. And so, I like to sort of prank.
That's absolutely awesome, man. Yeah, like I said, I never had an opportunity to watch you perform. I always wonder, like, what's he doing to get all these college gigs? What is he doing? So you're doing a levitation. That's what got it, huh?
I would vertically levitate, surrounded, by the way. I would have a circle of the kids. They would circle me, and so that you could see from behind and things. It's not like things that have been done on TV or anything like that. And yeah, I would do it. And in fact, I taught my daughter to do that for one of her school projects, which was
Isn't that cool? Getting to teach your kids, and now my grandkids.
Yes.
When do you have grandkids, Mike? Oh my God!
Listen, I can't wait, but I can. Right.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something too. Look at this is look. I'm going to have you on a bunch of times if you don't mind, because I would love to see. Yeah, I would love to see all this new stuff. No, I think this is a great idea. I mean, I think we should have more like Stevie Starr. Remember Stevie?
Absolutely, a legend.
He'd be great on a podcast. I'm gonna ask him to come on. Could you imagine? Hey, here's an 8-ball off my table. I wish I had him here in person. You know what I mean? That would be.
Yes.
Once the COVID ends, we'll get in person at a table and do all of this stuff. That would be fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, man, you just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, Jimmy.
Oh, listen to you. Hey, this virtual show you're gonna do. I wish you all the best, man. And anybody that never seen Mike perform, and go to his website, MikeSuper.com, right? MikeSuper.com.
Yes. I'll tell you what, for your listeners, I set something up. If I can say, is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if you kind of like some of the virtual magic you're seeing, here and now, and hopefully Jimmy will bring me back, and I'll get to do, some different stuff for you. And then, I can maybe, in between guests or something, come on, do 5 minutes, Jimmy, and then you make me disappear.
Oh man, once we do live shows, once I start getting the live stuff going down in DC and stuff, you're going to be on there all the time with me, because that's the whole idea. Entertain these celebrities and then let them do their thing. And
yes,
that'll be a lot of fun.
Cool. So if you like the virtual stuff, and I have, I was telling Jimmy about this earlier off the air, I have a big thing that I'm planning, a free, absolutely free virtual event that it's family friendly, so you don't have to worry about anything. It's completely private. In other words, we're not going to sell your email addresses or anything like that. So if you want notified and you want to take part in that, because we may do a few of them, all you have to do is go to my website and join my newsletter. But I've made it even easier than that. My website's MikeSuper.com, and then you can go to join the newsletter. But to make it even easier and more fun, to tease you a little bit about this event, all you have to do is go to MikeSuperSecretSociety.com. Okay, MikeSuperSecretSociety.com, and just sign up with your email. It'll never get sold. You won't get spammed, and you'll get notified of when this is going to take place, and you and your whole family can take part. So
that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. And how about Desmond? Is he's still in his? How do you do Desmond in a virtual show? I mean,
Yeah, well, actually, it's very interesting because during the big event we did an hour show for a rollout of products, and Desmond took part as a shadow. Yeah,
was that Desmond I seen, or is that your dog? Are you full?
that was my dog.
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Well, no. It was the first time Desmond sort of, manifested in any kind of physical form. So it was interesting.
That's awesome, buddy.
Yeah.
So, hey, anything else you got? Anything like I'm like a little kid with magic. One more quick one. You
No,
got a quick one?
I know, Jimmy. I literally, I'll tell you.
I got one here. Ready?
I'm ready.
Ready? Let me take these off.
Okay.
Show your fingers right now, any amount you want.
Okay.
Say something. All right, you got it? Now don't forget,
Yeah.
I don't have any glasses on, so it's hard to see.
Okay.
Could you guess the number?
It's definitely a 6, Jim.
Listen to that. That is it.
Yeah. That's my virtual stuff, Alexa. I got Alexa, I got Google, I got them all. I got Siri, I got all these things. I'm doing all this memory stuff, Mike. And what it basically is I got right now, this is going to be hard to believe, about 60,000 bits of information programmed in here that I have memorized on the language. And she can't screw up like a human could screw up. You know, the stuff we were doing with Angela at Phenomenon. Hey, pick a card. And then the code thing. Well,
Yes.
I got it down to a science with this. It's beyond belief.
Well, let me say this, Jimmy, because you don't say this enough, but everything I do is trickery and magic and whatnot. Everything Jim does with his memory feats is absolutely real, to the point I was skeptical. And you blew my mind, man, in like a stadium. It was absolutely insane. It was impossible. And you give me hope for the future because your mind is as sharp as that bear trap you used on Phenomenon.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike Super, good luck with this virtual tour. We will get you back on here a bunch of times. We're going to do some tours together. Mike Super, everybody, the best magician I've ever seen, and I'm telling you the truth. I've been how long have we been in this college market, Mike? 30 years? At least I have been.
Long.
Nobody as good as him. Mike
I'm
Super,
only 26.
Oh, that's right. I got to give you. We'll see you guys.
Okay.
Stick around, Mike. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing show, guys. That was amazing. That was Serial Man. And I'm always, like everybody, I'm always skeptical. Everybody's always in on it, right? But
No.
You weren't in on that. Come on.
Hey, I couldn't even get you an email, man. I couldn't even get your email.
No.
So
I wrote this at breakfast.
Oh my God.
That's
No way.
Yes, I did.
What?
Yep.
Why was one of the words Chatfield?
Huh?
Why was one of the words you told him to think of Chatfield or something like that?
Oh, you know what I was doing? I was kind of doing you clearly don't watch the Marvel Universe much, but that's how the Winter Soldier would get programmed by saying like 6 words. So I go, and I just talked to our mutual friend, Bill Chatfield, and told him I was going to be on. And he's like, give me a shout out. So that was
I see. That was a double right there. There was a trick and a shout out at the same time.
He had a couple shout outs.
Levels.
Levels.
So that's why I was like,
that was crazy though.
Chatfield.
That's crazy.
And he's getting more shout outs now in case they play this somewhere too. Who knows?
Hey, we're gonna pull a lot of clips from this episode for sure.
Oh yeah, no, that was amazing.
And I got all your links, Mike. I'm gonna be plugging both your site and the Secret Society link too. So
thank you.
That's good,
And
Mike.
like I said, can I just watch the trick? It doesn't have to be today, but before you post it, I just want to make sure everything is.
I'm gonna send you a raw video that's just of you, because we record all of them separately. So I'm just gonna send you. I'll send you your video. You'll be able to hear it.
Yeah, you'll hear the audio and you'll only see yourself, Mike.
So then you can see how it looks.
All I need. Great.
Yep.
And I won't use it. I just want to see it.
I'll tell you what, I didn't catch anything. Just so you know,
Good.
I thought that was
I
fabulous.
was fully in the trick, but
Yeah.
I didn't catch anything. So.
Thanks. The first time, it's once you get to the sleight of hand stuff, I just want to make sure it looked good because.
Yeah. No.
See, now you should have not said that. You wrecked it. I didn't even know there was any sleight of hand involved.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry.
No, it's all good. And we're gonna have like 2 screens too with my reaction plus what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, and you gave me a great reaction, so thank you.
No, hey, anytime. I'm into. I used to make magic. My girlfriend like always like jokes about it. She goes and watches them. I used to make them when I was, in like 8th, 9th grade.
Send me some. I would love to see it.
I got one that's like got some decent views on it. I was really into it. That's why, Mike, I think it's some sort of fate that I ended up with Jim, and we kind of ended up doing this, and it's crazy, man. But I really do appreciate it. I remember you. I remember you.
We got together through the most unusual way. It's just amazing.
I know.
Because they're in Jersey. I'm, and my guys that were helping me here are in Utah and Idaho. The fact that I'm like, oh my God, Jersey, yeah. In case once the COVID's over, we'll get together personally and do these.
Oh, and you guys in person in a studio would be. I mean, it would be game over.
Killer.
Like
It'd be great. Oh yeah.
Game over.
The last time we were together in a studio was Coast to Coast. George Norrie, remember?
It was on Coast to Coast. That's right. It was. Listen, man, I got away with murder magic flies in there. I was getting away with. I would have that. They would look away for. They were like burning my hands. I would have 3 seconds to set up something that would take 5 minutes normally. And I'll never forget because George on the air after I did it when I made the signed dollar bill appear across the room in the microphone that they were using, right? And I remember George looked at his producer, who we're both in the room, as if to say, "Hey, did he go over there at all?" And I did, and I did it to their knowledge. It was great.
That was really amazing, yeah. Because see, I'm on Coast a lot. These guys are really cool friends of mine, and I said, hey, I could bring the winner and the runner-up from Phenomenon on a show. And they canceled its guest for Mike and Angela to come on with us.
Great.
That was really cool that night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your studio looks amazing, Jim.
Huh?
Your studio looks amazing.
Oh, that's my basement. This is my rec room. It's my
I
got over here. I have a dartboard, a ping pong table. Then my lifting room is on this side. It's
You need to change out the character in the corner with the pull stick.
You should have seen the ones before, though. They were.
You should see what I had before that was up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had toy soldiers up from Christmas yet.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, this is the signal relief I was telling you about. This is what it looks like. It doesn't look like much.
I want to use it.
Well, they're going to send you them. I'm going to call them right
do it,
now.
And then next time we're on, you guys could talk about it.
You're a guest. Every guest gets them, and they'll overnight these to you, Mike, and you'll get to try them. And then next time we're on, we'll talk about it. But you definitely, I got it. We got to be on live. We'll crush this. I'm telling you, there's no. I'm not just saying this. I mean it. There's nobody.
Jimmy,
two of us together in Borgata. That should have been a show. What the hell happened there?
Listen, you never even have to ask me. Whatever it is you cook up, I am a part of by default. If you'll have me,
no, we're gonna do more together, buddy. But thanks for putting the time in here, and Ryan will get you that stuff sent out, and then you check it out.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, and I'll tag you. We post clips of it, so we'll tag you in the clips and everything. You want to repost it? I just followed you on Instagram. Yeah. We'll get you on all the socials.
And if there's anything specific that you want him to pull as a bio when he does the bio, like if you watch one of the clips tonight, like if you watch one of the beginning of one of the podcasts, you'll see.
But trust me, these young guys are way better.
I know. I'd be lost without these guys.
Either of us old guys would know, Jimmy.
I'd be lost without them.
That's true. Yeah. It's true. Great job. A pleasure, Ryan. A pleasure, Brandon.
Great to meet you on here. Can't wait till we're in person, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That'll be great.
For sure.
Right, Mike. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, man.
Sounds good. Yeah. Enjoy the weekend. All right. I'll see you.
Thank you. You too.
All right, guys. Bye.
Yep. I'll see you, Jim.
All right. Take care, Brandon.
I'll see you, Jim.